Grazon Extra is actually the third iteration of Grazon. There was an original Grazon, then there was a Grazon DS, and then now there's Grazon Extra. It's called Extra because there's an extra ingredient. The third ingredient's aminopyralid. The two other actives in there, picloram and triclopyr. The triclopyr gives rapid brown out of the foliage. The picloram travels down the roots and helps kill the roots off. What the aminopyralid does is gives you quicker brown out than the triclopyr, and then it adds some residual activity as well. Large clumps of blackberry will take care of those, but at the same time it'll also take care of things like thistles, any tea tree that might be growing in there as well, docks in the ground, St. John's wort, gorse and lantana, a wide range of woody weeds. So what you're doing with Grazon Extra is using the foliage of the target weed to capture enough chemical to kill not only the foliage but also the roots. For something like blackberries, it's actually like an iceberg. There's actually more under the ground than there is above the ground, so it's a huge root mass there. So what you're doing with Grazon Extra is you're spraying it onto the foliage, capturing enough on the foliage to then move down and kill all the roots. Large volumes of water to thoroughly wet the foliage to at the point of runoff. The key issues that people have when they're spraying large clumps like this is that they underdose. So they've got the right amount of product in the spray tank, but then they don't put enough on the foliage. You're not getting to that point of runoff to kill the root mass. Whether you're spraying blackberries or lantana or gorse, it's the same principle. So we're talking about a high volume spraying to the point of runoff. So we're using a handgun, we're not using a boom spray. Now you can use knapsack sprayer as long as it's a small area that you're treating, so you can get sufficient coverage too. The other issue to remember is we say to use enough water to wet the foliage, and people underestimate how much is required. Blackberry bush of this size, you'd be looking at about 5,000 litres of water to treat a hectare. Now you're never going to do that with a backpack. There are lookalike products which just have the two active ingredients in there. It's all very well though to talk about the active ingredients, but the surfactant blend that's in the product is important for how the product adheres to the foliage and how it then moves down through the stems and down into the roots. The formulation is critical. Corteva came from the amalgamation of Dow Chemical and DuPont Chemical companies. Both of those legacy companies have long-standing background in woody weed control. From the DuPont side, most well-known product would be Brush Off, and from the Dow side, you've got Garlon and the original Grazon. When the two legacy companies coming together, the amount of knowledge and experience in controlling woody weeds and developing products and formulating products for effective control is immense.